What's up, Meisterville? Today we are talking about episode 1, 2, and 3 of The Boys Season 2. Man, this show, first off, like, before we get into everything, I just gotta say, man, this show, I forgot how violent this show was. Yeah, they were quick to remind me that this don't play no games. It was a and oh my god, and oh my god. Every 5 minutes, bro. Every 5 minutes, somebody's head's getting ripped off, blowing up. I was like, God. Even Deadpool would look at y'all like, yeah, I thought I was bad. Okay, the boys, you win. You win. You win. You win. So, we get introduced to the team, and they are really going through it. They are really, everybody is under intense pressure. I really feel sorry for Frenchie, Mother's Milk, and Wee Huey, man. Wee Huey. Like, because Mother's Milk, like, y'all have to remember, MM still got a family in the midst of all of this. His family had to escape with season 1. Speaking of that, I'm going to be doing a spoiler review of season 1 of The Boys. So subscribe for that. Excuse me. Subscribe for that if you're interested in that thing. Because the way I'm talking about the characters now and the way I'm talking about the whole story now. If you go to that video when I eventually make it, you're gonna see why I said the things that I said in this video. So subscribe for that. But as I was saying, Mother's Milk still got a family and everything. You know, he's worried about his wife and his daughter. It's hectic out here for Mother's Milk, man. I really feel sorry because I mean he wants to take Vought down. He really does want to take them down, and he doesn't want to let them get away with what they did to him. But at the same time, man, he's just like, yo, I didn't actually want to get back into this. Because, you know, Butcher of all people dragged me into it, so right now I think it's time to get going while the going is good, and hopefully I get to see my... And he's even talking about hopefully he gets to see his family, because, like, if y'all saw the trailer, they are the most wanted people in America right now. It's like, it's hot. And he also a black man, so, you know, being wanted in America as a black man, not good, not good, not good. We see Wee Huey, or Huey, I don't know. I'm gonna call him Wee Huey because they call him Wee Huey throughout the entire thing. And yeah, man, he's also going through the most, man. Like he's changed as a human being. He's done things that he never thought he would do. He's lied and he's killed, and at this point he's just like, what the hell are we doing this for? Like, I need this to make sense on some level whatsoever. This is all I got. I don't got my dad. Robin is gone. Him and Starlight went through some stuff, and they still kind of going through some stuff. So it's rough. It's rough for Wee Huey right now, and he doesn't know where he going with all of this stuff, which makes sense because you know he's also kind of he's his own character, but he's also the audience character, which I really like about the way they wrote Wee Huey. Is that you're also just like, bro, where's this going? Where are we going with this? Somebody let me know that there's a direction, and there's Butcher just at the wheel, like, you know, asking Butch, where are we going? Speaking of Butch, though, watch this. Butch is still Butch. I'm not gonna talk to about that too much yet. I'm gonna get to the section of episode 2 of the video, and then you'll see my full thoughts on Butcher. But yeah, let's talk about Frenchie and Kimiko. Best ship, best ship. I really like those two characters together. I'm hoping for, I don't know if they're going to take it that route. I wouldn't mind, and I definitely think it would be cool. Well, who knows? Because also this is a series, this is a series where, you know, people can't find happy endings like that. I'm just going to say Black Dude and the Ice Queen. Yeah, that didn't work out too great for him. And, you know, again, that's going to be for the season 1 spoiler, but that plot point, I was like, damn, bro. Damn. So, yeah, and then we get to Starlight. So Starlight started off really naive, went through all the events of Season 1, which I'll get into detail with the Season 1 video, the Season 1 spoiler video, but yeah, she went through all of these things, and she is changing as a character. It is getting... I mean, rightfully so, because the stuff that happens to her. First off, she's actually the one trying to be a legitimate superhero. Like, she's really, really trying. Like, she really believes in the concept. But yeah, as it goes on, she loses faith, she loses naivety, she loses tact, and eventually she starts doing some dark things herself, where I was just like, Okay. Damn. I didn't know you were capable of that. Still love you, girl. Still love you, but jeez, Samina. Didn't know you could do that. Of course, then we have Homelander. Man, Homelander, bruh. If there was ever a villain to love, to hate, it's Homelander, man. The stuff that he does in this, like, yo, like, like, what's this, when you really dig into how sinister the world of the boys is and how they've set it up, it's really just like, yo, man, you just set people up just to destroy them. Just to destroy them. And it's like, of course, if you're gonna do something of that nature to like a dude who's trying to, like, there's this dude who's trying to join the Seven, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently they got some open slots or whatever. So yeah, he's trying to join the Seven and everything, and he's just putting his best foot forward. And you know, does Homelander not take that foot and beat his face in with it, man? He's literally like, I'm putting my best foot forward. Homelander is like, give me that foot, and then he's like, he heard finish him or something, and he was just your foot don't mean nothing over here, boy. Hate Homelander, but I love Homelander at the same time. It's the weirdest. I hate him, but he's so compelling on screen. Like, what? So then we got the new boss because Stillwell died, you know, previous season or whatever. We'll get into that when we get into that. But the point is that they got a new boss. And him and Homelander are bashing heads the entire time. It's insane. Now, Homelander and, I forget the name of the character, but Giancarlo Esposito. So they have a whole standoff, and Homelander gets pwned verbally. Like, he gets pwned. And I was like, you got the super strength, the flight, the speed, you got everything. And this man still pwned you? And you're in a business suit and some glasses? Well, yeah, that sounds a little bit rough for you. So all in all, great opening, great reminder of why this world is so crazy and lovable and hateable and all of the bulls. You know, yeah, it was a great introduction back into the series. A great start, you know, and they give you, and another nice thing that's not really a spoiler, but they do give you a recap of season 1, you know, just to make sure you're caught up. So thank you for that, The Boys season 2. Episode 2. So episode 1 ends in a way where I was just like, what? So yeah, episode 2 kind of starts with a bang. So yeah, Butcher is finally back in the picture. We get to see some of the stuff that was happening with him, and there's this really interesting dialogue between him and Wee Huey, where Wee Huey was just like, wait. This dude almost got us killed last time. Literally, he didn't say a word or anything, disappeared, and we're just gonna follow him again. And everybody's just like, well, yeah. Yeah, are you crazy enough to sort out this mess? Are you crazy enough to sort out this mess? Because I know you're not. I know I'm not. He's the best dude for the job. And like, you're sitting there and you're trying to rationalize it. You're like, no, by all means, they need to punch Butcher in the face. What is this? Butcher sucks. Butcher is an ass face. He can't be. But then you're just like, but yeah, he's the only guy that's crazy enough to. He's the only dude that can fit this description of this. He's the only dude that can do it. He's the only dude that can do it. They have nobody in there who's that squirrely, crazy, and wanting to do everything. There's no one in there besides Butcher. So we're just like, alright, man, fine. We don't like it, but you're the best option that we have at the moment. Yeah, and Butcher has like one of the coldest lines in this thing, and I was just like, man, I hate that he's right. But yeah, if there was a civil war breaking out, I'm Team Wee Huey. Because I think the thing is with the Butcher character with this series and everything, and I'm gonna get off Butcher in a moment. But like, the thing that makes he's a fantastic character, but I still hate him. He's a fantastic character, but like, if you put like him and Homelander, fantastic characters, I hate him. Hate Homelander just a little bit more. But like Butcher, the thing is that Butcher is selfish, and the things that he wants, other people have versions of those things, and Butcher doesn't care for that at all. Butcher's all about like, look, I need you guys to do this for me so I can get what I want. Whatever you guys want, I don't care about, and if you guys survive getting me what I want, I really don't care about that either. So, if you make it cool, if you don't, but I get what I want. I want what I want. That's very much what Butcher is. So it's just like, man, like when you want to have these heartfelt moments, Butch, I want to feel them with you, but then you do something where I'm just like, yep, yep, okay. So this is the dude we're supposed to feel sorry for? Him? He's the good guy in this scenario. I didn't touch on it in the earlier part of the video, but there is the deep, and he's going through this mental breakdown and all of that stuff, and like his storyline. Let's just say there's a really cool Langston Kerman, in there, and there's some really funny lines in there with him. I really like that. I hope I said his name right. I think I said his name right, Langston Kerman. But anyway, yeah, him and the deep are having a thing. It's kind of it's funny. It's interesting to watch, and it's interesting to delve into that character. If you're like, I don't know, want to say if a fan. I don't think there's people who are fans of that character because the character is kind of despicable, but they make you feel a lot of sympathy for him. But ultimately, it's a throwaway storyline if you wanted to take it out. Like if you take out the deep storyline, it doesn't affect the main storyline. But I guess you gotta have him in there, and it's cool with what they're trying to do with him anyway. So yeah, kudos to you, boys. Season 2, coming from a guy that probably doesn't matter at all. So, A-Train is back. Yeah, A-Train. And he kind of annoying. Well, I mean, again, great characterization. Like, he doesn't annoy me in like he annoys me in story, in his character, with anything that makes sense. So him and Starlight are kind of having this back and forth because Starlight saved his life in the previous thing. Again, we'll get into that when we talk about season 1. And yeah, he's on Starlight. He's really on Starlight, and they're having this thing, and like A-Train also eventually he has like a line where he's trying to justify why he's being the way that he's being, or not, or he's like trying to toe the company line or whatever, because like Starlight, as you guys are non-binary pals, as you can obviously tell, she is not happy with Vought. She hates it there. She hates Vought. And with Wee Huey's crew, and when she's trying to like work with Wee Huey's crew to bring down Vought, A-Train obviously not happy about that. It's all about the monies. And like he said something to that effect, and I was just like, no, bro, no. Like I get that you like the money. I get that the money is cool. I understand, like you into this money thing. I get it. Look, fine. But there has been way too much death and murder and killing of innocent people to just toe a company line. Like, nah, bro. Nah, you killed a woman. 2 women. You killed 2 women. And you still want to talk about, nah, man, we got to get this money. Nah, bro. Get out of my face with that. Starlight all the way. Wow. Leave it to the boys to make me root for a white woman against a black man. Seriously? What are you doing to me, the boys? What are you doing to me? I'm rooting for the white woman against the nigger. What? Okay. Frenchie and Kimiko still best ship. Frenchie and Kimiko are still best ship. I really love those 2 characters together. I really love them separately as well. Frenchie is really awesome, dude. He's so compassionate. Like, he's so violent, but he's so kind. It's the weirdest, like, Frenchie will take a bullet for you, but he'll put a bullet in you if he has to. That's the character of Frenchie, and I really like Frenchie. I really like Frenchie a lot, and I really like how him and Kimiko, how they interact together. Like throughout the last episode and this episode that I'm talking about now, they're having this little back and forth in the communication thing, and she's trying to communicate something very, very much so to Frenchie, but he doesn't understand what she's saying. And then when you kind of find out what she was trying to communicate, yeah, man, it's rough, because like the thing is with the boys is they create situations within situations within situations. Like you find out like the target that they're vying for, because of course they got like a target because they need to accomplish something else that's going to help Butcher eventually. But now they gotta go through something where Butcher is just like, look, I don't mind driving a train through this, okay? Like, Butcher at the wheel, like, he sees the roadblock and everybody's just like, man, this is a serious roadblock. How are we gonna deal with this? Like, yo, should we talk about the ramifications? Butcher's like, let's go. And everybody's like, dude, slow down. What are you doing? What the? And then Butcher has the gall to have a heart to heart in this episode. Like, he has a heart to heart, tries to explain his situation, and I'm just like, Butch, fam, hold on a sec, hold on. I get that there's something that you really care about, or someone that you really care about that's in the balance of this situation. I get that. I truly do. But at the same time, you try to axe off one of your teammates, you know, like you try to take away something very important from them, and they're your teammate. Like, they risk life and limb for you, kinda, sorta. You know, you're supposed to be a crew, and you were just like, I don't care about that person. If they gotta lose something in order for me to get what I want, they're just gonna lose it. And I was just like, but Butcher, we're supposed to feel sorry for you. Like, you're being a human being at this very moment, and you're being very vulnerable, but, like, you just turn around and do something where it's just like, oh, I was developing more of an emotional, I feel sorry for you connection to you, bro. And again, fantastic character. Like, the character is perfectly flawed, which I know is an oxymoron, whatever. But yeah, it's like, Butch, fam. Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too, fam. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. But Butch keeps trying to do that, which I guess is why you love him and you hate him at the same time. MM is GOAT. Love MM. GOAT status for that character. Love MM, man. Cause like MM is like he's literally the glue for the whole team. He's literally the glue for the entire team. Without MM, that team falls apart. Without MM carrying all of these people's messed up emotions, without MM holding wee Huey down when Huey's losing his mind, without MM keeping Butch in check, that team falls apart. He is the glue. Black man gotta carry the entire team, man. Sheesh. Like, I mean, I know he got the shoulders for it, because if you see Laz Alonso, that man is swole. But gee, he carrying that entire team. Love that character. Love that character. Watch somebody in the comments type, you only like him because he's black. Yeah. Okay. So, and, huh? I see no problem with that. Come at me, bro. So all in all, great episode 2. Man, this show is just, it picks up momentum, it picks up stories, even though it's covering different stories at different times and all of that stuff. Like, there's a thing with Homelander, and it's like, bruh, huh? Well, okay, this is kind of a slight spoiler, but if you've seen season 1, you kind of know that Homelander is kind of a dad. And as expected, he's the worst father ever. He is, though. I feel so sorry for that kid, man. Like, yo, really. But it also shows, like, a side of humanity to Homelander where I was just like, huh. Like, I see that you're a human. You're still a horrible human, but I see that you're a human, and you should not be anywhere in the vicinity of this child. Like, yo, y'all need to start making superpowered child protective services. Y'all need to be giving these child protective services some powers or something, or witness protection some powers. You gotta get that kid out of there. Because the woman and the kid that Homelander is practically terrorizing, you know, emotionally and somewhat physically, you gotta get him out of there. Like, what's this? When you see that situation, you're just like, man, nope. But all in all, fantastic episode. Episode 3. Okay, so yeah, when we get into this episode, and it was just like, So MM again proves that he's GOAT. Love MM. Mother's Milk proves that he's GOAT because Wee Huey manages to accomplish something very, very big in this episode. He accomplishes something that's very big. And what happens is that Butcher won't give it to him because Butcher is Butcher. But MM is like, nah, man, good work, good work. Like, that's what I love about MM. Like, he's the most normal. Well, Wee Huey's also normal. Like, Wee Huey's normal. But, like MM is in that sense of, he's the all-rounder. You know, he's the all-rounder in the truest sense. Because he'll check you. Like, if you're out of line, he's gonna check you. If you're out of line, he's gonna step to you and just be like, "Yo, look, you can't be doing that stuff, B. Why am I talking like that?" Anyway, MM is just gonna be like, "Nah, man, you can't be doing that stuff like that." You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you come through and you pull something off that was a big deal, MM gonna give you your flowers and your roses. That's what I love about that character. He balances the team out very, very well. He'll call you out on your bull crap, but he will still be your friend. And when you do something solid, he will say, "You did a solid thing. Cool, 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 cool." There's even a moment between him and Wee Huey in this episode where I was just like, man, MM, bro, please, 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 don't, like, let my nigga survive. Let my nigga survive. Let my nigga survive. He is GOAT character, GOAT status character, my favorite character in The Boys, man. Wee Huey in this episode also still finds out that he's not really built for this, and he goes through a very interesting arc and whatever. It's like all of the actions and everything are starting to weigh on him, and you can see it and you can feel it, and you're just like, man, like, because he does feel like he kind of has nothing, because him and Starlight are not what they used to be. And him and Starlight, like, you know, they had a thing, and that thing is kind of undefined right now. But yeah, so he's not in a really good mental space, and eventually he comes into a situation where you just see like, oh, Huey has a death wish. Huey has a death wish. That is pretty sad. Yeah, of course, you know, he survives you know, well, I'm just saying, in that situation where you see him have a death wish, it was really depressing to see, kind of, with that character. Butcher surprises me in this episode. Butcher really surprises me in this episode, because Butcher has been about Butcher from day one. He really has been about Butch from day one. He's been about, you know, he's been about Butcher. And then when Wee Huey is in that situation that he's in, Butcher steps up. I mean, of course he does it in the way that Butcher would do it, but it was just like growth from that character. I like it. You know, he's actually trying. He's actually trying. Hey. So yeah, then we got Frenchie, who's trying to connect with, you know, the Kimiko situation that Kimiko's got going on there. And Frenchie really means well. I really like Frenchie. Frenchie doing the best that he can with the situation that he has. And Frenchie is very much ride or die. Frenchie is very much ride or die. So I really enjoyed that about that character. And the Kimiko situation, it's tragic, man. It is so, especially in this episode. Like, you see it play out through the episode 1 and 2, but in this episode, it comes to a head, and you're just like, yo, man, I feel really bad for this character, man. Like, that's the thing. Everybody in the boys' team, I like. I feel, no, well, I mean, you know, I generally like everybody, but, you know, like, the feels really come from, like, the rest of the team. And Butch is there, and especially in this episode when he does what he does, I'm just like, okay, at least there's a solid human being, not just a manipulator in there somewhere. But then, yeah, when that comes to a head, I was just like, y'all gonna make me cry? Y'all gonna make me cry? Like, really? Oh, man. Homelander in this episode is still proving to be a very terrible father. And, like, there's an interesting thing going on there, because, like, with that kid that he's trying to, quote-unquote, be a father to, he does something really extreme, and, like, it backfires on Homelander. It really backfires on him. And the way it backfires on him, you're just like, yes, lock it. I'ma just say, without spoilers, That is the first time I've seen a white kid yell at his dad, and I was like, get him, get this, get him, yell white boy, yell white boy, yell from the mountaintops, white boy. Yeah, it was a very cathartic moment, and I was just thinking about it for a second. I wonder if in this universe would that lead to a legitimate Superman? Because now, hear me out. I don't know. That would be a really cool spin-off. Like Homelander, horrible person, horrible person. Even the way this kid came about, horrible, horrible, horrible. But like, if this kid grows up with like the moral basis and rejects everything that Homelander is, that would be the greatest. That would be the greatest Superman story for me ever. Like, that would be Superman for me. Like, if this kid was basically grew up to be the opposite of whatever Homelander was, Superman, Superman. That would be a Superman that I would love for eternity. Because that's how dope the writing is in this show. Like, oh my gosh. The Deep comes back trying to get with the Seven, and he's apparently learned his lesson, but it's not working out for him. Yeah, it's not doing the things that it needs to do for him, and it's just like, it's cool that you have that growth, bro, but like, the people that you, first off, you didn't offend nobody. Like, let's get this out the way. Being offended and being assaulted is two different things. I can be offended. I don't mind being offended all damn day, because if I'm offended by something, I can just close it off. If you assaulting my person, that kind of sticks with you. So the way he tries to come back into the Seven and apologize to Starlight, it was like, really, bruh, really, bruh, really. And then we have Stormfront. So I haven't talked much about Stormfront from episode 1 till now in this video, but basically she is this empowering woman. She speaks her mind, and she's representing for the girls and whatever she's saying, like, you see her throughout this episode. Her character is one of the more solid characters. You know what I'm saying? She is all about screw Vaughn and their image. She literally she ruins one of the illusions of Vaughn seriously by doing a live stream. It was really, really funny. I was like, okay, I'm digging this chick. But then, as a person who's read some of the comic books, okay, so I know they made a lot of changes. With Stormfront, because yeah, I mean, and it was a change that was kind of accepted, because I guess, like, the boys fandom and universe kind of like playing loose with the canon and all of that stuff, as long as it resembles the same universe, sort of, kind of. So yeah, with that character, she's talking for women. She's saying all the right things in the most vulgar ways. She's really, really solid. But then there's always that question in the back of my mind. There's always that thing of, like, I know how Stormfront is in the comics. And even though this is gender bent Stormfront, are they still going to do that? Because, I mean, it would still be interesting to see. Not that I would like to see that, but it would still be interesting to see. And then that shoe drops. And when it drops hard. Like, there's a moment in this episode where I was like, so she is racist. She is very, very, very racist. This is the ultimate, oh my gosh. This is the ultimate, like, conservative, not even that I want to say conservative, but the Nazis would love this scene. Ooh, the Nazis would, I mean, funny enough, I mean, of course, if you've read the comics, Stormfront is a literal Nazi. So this is in character. I mean, yeah, they changed the character, but they kept the essence of the character very true. And she has a moment where you're just like, you wanted to do that. Yeah, she even has those remarks and everything, and it was just like, again, this can be very triggering, but that's kind of the universe of the boys, and I would say that this is in context. It's in context trying to tell a point. So it's not just being racist for the sake of racism. They're trying to communicate a point, which I found very interesting. I mean, I know it's murky waters, but it's very, very interesting. And it also questions everybody, in a sense, because, like, her being this female empowerment thing in the show, even though you know that it's a front, the way they present her character, write her character, the things that she does, she is a quote unquote pretty good role model, I think, definitely, or she's representing, women in a very good way. But then, she flips out and does all of that racist murder. And you're just like, how do I feel about this character? How do I feel about this character? I mean, me, obviously, I hate her, but there's gonna be people who are just on the fence about her, and it's just like, yeah, but the story achieved what it wanted to achieve. So, that's my review of episodes 1, 2, 3 of The Boys Season 2. Have you watched The Boys? Please, no spoilers. I've tried to keep this as spoiler light as possible and all of that wonderful stuff. So, yeah, I hope I didn't spoil too much for anybody. I don't think I did. But let me know how you feeling about The Boys season 2 so far. Let me know where you guys are sitting, and gals and non-binary pals, where you're all sitting with this good superhero-ness. That's very, very depressing. And it's a interesting experience, The Boys. Again, just comment down below. Tell me what you're thinking. No spoilers again, but I really want to engage and talk to you guys about this episode, keeping it as spoiler-free as possible. When the season wraps up, I might do a spoiler talk if you want that to happen. But for now, we can just be talking about the general feelings around this series. Look at that! You made it to the end of the video. You are spectacular. If you like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and you can click on my icon to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video because Meisterman's got to be out. Peace.